Always do what is right. It will gratify half of mankind and astound the other. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. It is noble to teach oneself, but still nobler to teach others, and less trouble. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. You believe in a book that has talking animals, wizards, witches, demons, sticks turning into snakes, burning bushes, food falling from the sky, people walking on water, and all sorts of magical, absurd and primitive stories. And you say that we are the ones that need help? There is nothing in the world like a persuasive speech to fuddle the mental apparatus. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful of your life. God created war so that Americans would learn geography. If books are not good company, where will I find it? Of all the animals, man is the only one that is cruel. He is the only one that inflicts pain for the pleasure of doing it. 20 years from now you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So, throw off the bowlines. Sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore. Dream. Discover. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Life does not consist mainly, or even largely, of facts or happenings. It consists mainly of the storm of thoughts that is forever flowing through one's head. The difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. 'Tis the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. Laughter without a tinge of philosophy is but a sneeze of humor. Genuine humor is replete with wisdom. The gentle reader will never know what a consummate ass he can become until he goes abroad. The man with a new idea is a crank until the idea succeeds. There are no people who are quite so vulgar as the over-refined. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. Do something every day that you don't want to do. This is the golden rule for acquiring the habit of doing your duty without pain. If you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. This is the principal difference between a dog and man. Nothing so needs reforming as other people's habits. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. Travel has no longer any charm for me. I have seen all the foreign countries I want to except heaven and hell, and I have only a vague curiosity about one of those. Man is the only animal that blushes, or needs to. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities, truth isn't. Architects cannot teach nature anything. What would men be without women? Scarce, sir, mighty scarce. Human beings can be awful cruel to one another. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Sanity and happiness are an impossible combination. The only very marked difference between the average civilized man and the average savage is that the one is gilded and the other is painted. What is the most rigorous law of our being? Growth. Books are the liberated spirits of men. Never have a battle of wits with an unarmed person. I was seldom able to see an opportunity until it had ceased to be one. But who prays for Satan? Who, in 18 centuries, has had the common humanity to pray for the one sinner that needed it most? A light can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Let us endeavor so to live that when we come to die even the undertaker will be sorry. Loyalty to a petrified opinion never yet broke a chain or freed a human soul. His head was an hourglass, it could stow an idea, but it had to do it a grain at a time, not the whole idea at once. We wish to learn all the curious, outlandish ways of all the different countries so that we can show off and astonish people when we get home. We wish to excite the envy of our untraveled friends with our strange foreign fashions which we can't shake off. I did not attend his funeral, but I sent a nice letter saying I approved of it. It usually takes me more than 3 weeks to prepare a good impromptu speech. There is no unhappiness like the misery of sighting land, and work, again after a cheerful, careless voyage. I have found out there ain't no surer way to find out whether you like people or hate them than to travel with them. It liberates the vandal to travel. You never saw a bigoted, opinionated, stubborn, narrow-minded, self-conceited, almighty mean man in your life, but he had stuck in one place since he was born and thought God made the world and dyspepsia and bile for his especial comfort and satisfaction. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. Take the universe as a whole, and it is a very clever conception and quite competently carried out, but I don't think much of this globe as a work of art. It would have been better to take more time to it and do it right, it seems to me, than to rush it through, helter-skelter, in 6 days, just for reputation. All of us contain music and truth, but most of us can't get it out. No real gentleman will tell the naked truth in the presence of ladies. Truth is the most valuable thing we have. Let us economize it. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, then success is sure. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. To get the full value of joy you must have someone to divide it with. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities, that truth isn't. A clear conscience is the sure sign of a bad memory. The best of all the lost arts is honesty. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes.